If you are enjoying the story so far and need more Dungeons and Dragons in your life, I invite you to check out another group called the Long Past Podcast. They are working their way through heroism and tragedy in the events of the Chragan War. Their name and link are in the description below.
Day 57. I have at times dreamed of flying through the air, more so since I was able to use magic to fly. It is peaceful, calming. It is not really the same when you get snatched by a winged beast and carried hundreds of feet from the ground. Luckily, I had my last charm of fairy dust, which kept me from falling to my death. I either need to find more fairy dust or learn to fly spell myself. We found a group of surviving caravanners, wounded at the edge of death and hopeless. We healed them and found they were more than willing to continue their fight, so we joined them and devastated their returning attackers. Looking over our many adventures and challenges, I believe I've grown more a leader, planning our battle tactics and choosing our path. But am I truly leading my people along the right path? What if I'm leading them to our deaths? Am I the right person for the task? Hold fast. We still need to reach our destination, secure an alliance with the Crusovians. I will see to it that we live to see another dawn.
Welcome back to the land of the hunter. Because Adran, Thía, and Varin did not drink enough water the previous day, each of us has an automatic level of exhaustion. Should we not drink enough water by the end of this day, we will all take an automatic 2 more levels of exhaustion on top of the one we already have. So that's something to keep in mind. I've already updated everyone's character sheets. Thía, I retroactively gave you an inspiration point for last game's comment about deadly acupuncture because I missed it during the gameplay and I caught it on the re-listen and I hurt myself laughing. Further,
thank you.
Hail to Adran for taking down an Allosaurus in a single turn. 6 shots, 5 hits, dropped it stone dead.
It was a good feeling.
I'm sure.
It was awesome.
Adran, please roll me 1d6 plus 4 for Dell's Staff of Healing.
Alright.
He has 2 charges remaining, so let's see how many charges he gets back for the new day.
1d6 plus 4, you said?
Yes, sir.
Alright, here we go. Bit of a delay.
Well, that's 9, so his Staff of Healing is fully recharged.
Nice.
That is excellent. Shrink that. Okay. And because I don't want to forget again what the Staff of Healing does, I'm going to go ahead and pull that little handout. There we go. So I have that available for later. Okay, Adran. You spent 8 hours the previous night writing the spell scroll. I double checked my timings and I was off a little bit. You are able to take a long rest starting at 1 in the morning. You trance for 4 hours. You wake at 5 in the morning. That gives you 2 hours. I assume at least one of those is to do a little bit more writing on the spell scroll. The last hour, so starting at 6, would you want to try and read the name from the chamber writing, examine the iron bands of Bolaro wrapped around the Heartstone artifact, or do you want to examine the old map we recovered from the burial chamber? Okay. This map is old, worn, faded, and missing several small portions. The lines and words are faded in the extreme, but they might still be legible. Please give me an investigation check, sir, with disadvantage because of exhaustion. You feel certain that if you studied it when you're probably a little bit less thirsty, you might actually be able to discern it. Unfortunately, it's hard to make out in the dimness and, with thirst aching in your throat. Thía, would you like to examine the pouch of dust? Indeed, sir. You are exhausted. Interesting spelling, though. Thía, would you want to examine during those hours the pouch of dust that was taken from the burial chamber the previous day?
Sure.
Okay. It turns out, if I can find it, that it is, in fact, a pouch of magical dust. Let me find it. Here it is. More accurately, it's a powder that resembles a very fine sand. Sorry. I'm reading through this for the first time in like 2 weeks, give or take. So you spend an hour examining it, attuning to it basically. There's enough in here for one use of this dust. It appears to be dust of disappearance, which is, once I get there, if you use an action to throw the dust into the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you becomes invisible for 2d4 minutes.
That is amazing.
Indeed. Okay, get that. So you have that. She can already disappear in many, many ways, yes. Adran, because you wrote a spell scroll for the first half of the night, and Varin was hidden and on watch during the night, and we don't speak much with the caravanners. And when Thía and Del wake and take the watch for us, I am indeed exhausted. When they wake and take the watch for us, they don't speak the same languages as the caravanners. So there's not much conversation for Thía and Del and the caravanners. But come the morning, they do thank us profusely, and they are going to be leaving more or less at the same time we do at 7 in the morning. Except they are heading northeast. Varin is going to do a survival check at disadvantage. Go ahead, Thía.
The dust, what was the time length on that? It was
2d4 minutes.
2d4 minutes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. With disadvantage, Varin gets a 26, and groggily says, "We need to head west from here. That should take us to where we're going." Shrink that. I'm going to move us to our big travel map once I find it. So they are heading in a different direction than us. Adran, one other thing, do remember that if you hit a target with your weapon attack, that target has disadvantage on saving throws versus a spell you cast before the end of your next turn. Also, something else I noticed during gameplay, please remember that you have the Warcaster feat, which gives you advantage on Constitution saving throws when you take damage and you're concentrating on a spell. For example, Fly. Because that was forgotten. Indeed, do. So we're going to set out for the day, yes? Heading westwards.
I believe that's the plan.
And Thea, you wanted to search through the bodies of the marauders.
Yeah, just in case they had something we might be able to use.
Much of their weaponry consists of heavier styled weaponry, or scimitars, or in the case of the Goat Rider, roll me a d6 plus 1. Okay, so Adrian's going to take some minutes to equip his armor, and you're also going to put your shield on your arm. Good to know. The Goat Rider had 5 darts remaining on his person. They are thrown weapons, and they're a d4 plus dexterity damage, if you want to keep them.
Yeah, might as well just to have something different.
Okay. I will add that to your character sheet. They are 5 darts crafted from bone. And fletched with shortened versions. They look at first to be like very small feathers from the enormous bird that was fought the night before. But on a closer examination, they're actually more ordinary feathers that just happen to be dyed and fashioned to look like that giant bird's feathers. Thea, you can give me an investigation check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Excellent. Many of the items found, aside from their armor and weapons, which largely aren't suitable or suited to our our approaches to combat, there's a mixture of totemic items, all of them in various depictions of the enormous bird in its styles of flight, stooping to attack, carrying enormous-sized prey. Give me a religion check at disadvantage. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's clear that they venerated the enormous creature, but beyond that, you glean nothing.
Well, you know.
It's
Super
interesting.
thirsty, still have a headache.
Indeed.
But it's super interesting.
Del will clear his throat. I know I know you all gave quite a bit of the water to me yesterday. I can create water if you wish. And I'm just making sure you had that. Yeah, good. I did put that in there. I can create water up to 10 gallons of it. But I will point out that if I do that, I will have lesser strength and magic to do any healing.
We
Well-
don't have any water whatsoever, though, right?
Correct. We're
Well,
completely out
we
of
can't
water.
really continue on without water, and we need that so that we don't, get even more exhausted.
Well, that and if we go too long without water, you won't have any life to use your magic with anyway.
Fair point. He's gonna go ahead and use a first level spell slot to create water. Casting it directly into the empty barrels, he creates 10 gallons of clean water. So that means we can all drink as much water as we should have drank from the previous day, which will remove our level of exhaustion. There's enough for all of us, basically.
Okay.
So you can remove the level of exhaustion from your character sheets. Excuse me. Which I just did. He's also going to go ahead and use 2 of his 2nd level spell slots to cure the mules of their sight rot. And since we're heading out, say around 7?
I think so.
Aid lasts for 2 hours. I'm sorry, 2 hours. 8 hours. My goodness.
That's okay. You were exhausted.
Yeah, Aaron's just kind of like, wait, it lasts how long? What's an hour? The sun's up. That's all I know. So, Del is going to cast Aid at 3rd level on Adran, Thía, and Varin each, granting us each a plus 10 bonus to maximum hit point and current hit points.
Okay.
And then he's going to eat a Dalek bean himself for 10 temporary hit points.
Now, was that given to all of us, or
That was given to Thía, Adran, and Varin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So plus 10, 104, 104. I hear someone in the background.
Sorry, I'll mute myself.
No worries. Current normal HP max. 94. Excellent. Alright, so if we're all ready to go for the day, the first thing Varin's going to do is spend a 1st level spell slot for Primeval Awareness. He turns and looks to the west, closing his eyes, opening his senses to the world around. He does his typical 100 feet northwest, 100 feet south, and then 100 feet back to the rest of the group. Takes him about a minute. I didn't detect anything. And we set out into a muggy, warm day. There's no wind. It's a typical 80-degree weather day, but there's a mist-like drizzle that soaks us almost in a steam-like bath. It's probably the cleanest we've been for a couple of months. Adran, for activity while traveling, I assume you want Varin navigating and
Yes.
being alert to danger. Did you want to forage?
Yes. I want to try foraging for, what was that thing? Let me look it up real quick.
And while you do that, Varin's going to go ahead and eat one of his own Dalek beans.
Any more Silvataf?
Alright, give me a survival check, sir.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of plants. That looks green. That looks spiky.
That one's a little dusty.
Oh, there's lots of dusty plants. Thía, I assume you are going to rest in the cart. You still have a bit of a concussion left.
Yeah.
How many more long rests for you?
Just one. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. We set out. As we travel amongst the sand dunes, we happen to spot a little bit further south of our passage a herd of triceratops who have circled about their young, fending off a pack of vicious-looking smaller dinosaurs with their tremendous horns. The confrontation, though distant, is loud between burly adults, terrified young, and frustrated hunters, but it ultimately does not last long before the predators move on. That takes us to, and that's about the most eventful the first hour of travel goes, which takes us 3 miles. During the 8 o'clock hour, we happen to spot a bird. It's hovering in the far off reaches of the sky, off to the north of us, when it suddenly plunges down in a shrieking blur. Moments later, it returns to its former height. But looks like it might be carrying a camel. Which means that might be a very large bird.
Yeah.
Varin glances at you, Adran. Care to go for another ride?
Not entirely.
As we start the next hour of travel, did you want to give me another survival check for foraging, Adran? Looking for Silvataf?
Yeah. I'll try it again.
Please. That actually is a success. You happen to spot a nice little uh-oh. Thea disappeared. Adran, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Excellent.
But Thea disappeared.
Yes, I see that. Please roll me. Hang on. 1d4. You don't get to add anything to it because you don't have a bonus to your wisdom.
Nope. Whoop. Get back over there. Okay, great.
Okay, you find 4 Silvatafs.
Nice.
Nice roll, sir.
Wow.
And I'm going to shoot Thea a text.
Yeah, I'm back up to a good number, 7.
Nice. Hopefully, she'll be able to rejoin us.
Hopefully, yeah.
I don't know what I can do when she... I mean, she's on my end, it looks like she's completely dropped out of the game completely. Oh, hey, here she comes.
Yay!
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Well, that was interesting. Welcome back, by the way.
I don't know what went wrong, but like I think it was just my computer had issues.
Interesting.
Because yeah, the internet icon wasn't cut out or anything. It just cut me out of like what I was doing on the internet.
How rude.
Yeah, so
In case you missed it, Adran did find 4 samples of Silvataf that he was able to harvest.
oh cool.
Indeed. As we reach the 9 o'clock hour, we've traveled 6 miles. Varin is going to open his senses once more and do another one of those triangular dash ahead, dash down, and dash back. Frowning with concern. I don't like it when I can detect nothing. I much prefer knowing what's around us. I don't even detect undead. As I glance at you, Thea.
We at least know there's nothing around us currently.
Well, nothing that I can detect.
And that's honestly a good thing rather than an uncertain thing.
I mean, it is something, but I'd much prefer knowing something's there. We're setting out again. Adran, did you want to roll? Did you want to do another survival check?
I'll try one just for the heck.
All right. Are you still searching for Silvataf or marble pearls?
I wanted to look for, what was it? Let's look for some Darlic beans.
All right. Give me a survival check.
All right. Go back to my Patriot survival.
Yeah, that looks like they might be in short supply.
Oh, well.
And it doesn't help that as you start searching for more Darlic beans, you happen to glance on the side of a dune to our left. There's a face. It's made of the sand of the dune and proportional to the hill, so it's some 30 feet tall. The face does nothing except glares sternly out at the empty wilderness. Just as we draw level with it, it suddenly shifts into the image of a skull and then disappears.
Oh, well. Who got goosebumps in the desert?
Do you see something?
Yeah, on a dune over there, I ended up seeing an image of a face, and then it shifted into a skull,
I glance
and
over
then
at Dell.
disappeared on me.
Are you sure he had enough water?
Um, are you sure it's not that thing that happens where we try to make patterns out of what we're looking at?
No.
Like with clouds?
Yeah, like with clouds.
Mm, I wish I was looking at a cloud instead of a dune of sand.
That makes faces at you?
Yeah.
As you two start tossing back and forth, we've been traveling for give or take about 30 minutes. Varin suddenly twitches his head to one side. Yeah, that's a success. Varin goes sprinting off between two dunes that they're shallow dunes, but they create a broad valley between them. Oh, right. That should have been with advantage. No, that shouldn't have been. Sorry. This is going to be with advantage. Oh, okay. Nat 20. Okay.
Cool.
Varin sticks his arm up in the air and waves the party over. Varin has found a very wide track. Several humanoids and several beasts, which is what gives him the advantage. The size of this trail is very large and very long.
It's not like another herd of triceratops or anything, is it?
Not with these prints. Could be that this might even be the Chrysovians that we're looking for.
Let's hope so. We've been out here in this desert a little longer than I wanted to be.
Do you want me to follow it?
Yeah, let's follow it.
Not a problem for me. As we travel on further and further, Varin is able to supply that we are currently following the trail of some 3,000 medium-sized, 5,000 medium-sized creatures, 2,000 of which are beasts. There are 1,500 large-sized beasts, and the tracks of 250 small-sized beasts. They passed through this area the previous day.
Interesting.
So that seems like a mass exodus.
You will recall that the Chrysovians that we visited before, that took us in and sheltered us, everything about their society was constructed with the intent and purpose of travel. They're not stationary. They're a nomadic people.
Okay.
I got there. I was trying to remember the word nomadic.
I was actually going to say, seems like they're a bunch of nomads when we first saw them. But, yeah.
As Varin leads you to the crest of a dune that the trail led up to, there's a glint of light off in the distance. It's something sharp off of something possibly metal. Definitely something that's not sand. But what it is, it's hard to see unless you want to use spyglasses.
Definitely want to pull out my spyglass and take a look.
How about you, Thea?
I'll let someone borrow mine.
Okay. Then Varin will borrow it. Okay. Let's move us over to a new map.
Because I'm pretty sure Thea took one look through it, was like, yeah, that's stuff in the distance, and was like, hey, someone else want to try?
That's too bright! Ow, my eyes! And my brain! Okay, so we are currently on this little dune over here. And since we're looking through spyglasses... Give me 1 second. There we go. Since we're using spyglasses, we can see quite a distance. Let's try doing this. Oh, right. So to our south west, I'll get the arrow up here. That is where we saw a glint of light. Curiously, there's nothing on this structure that we can see that would actually give a reflection of light. It looks to be made primarily of dark stone, yet we did see a flash of light. As we study the area, we spot several groups of creatures forming outside the structure. Excuse me. Adran, would you please roll me a d6?
D6.
Okay. So, Adran, you're studying the structure through your spyglass and examining these groups of creatures. Thanks to the spyglass, you're able to see. I actually need to measure this. Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Come back here, Paige.
Okay. There's a large group of humanoids, but they are very strange humanoids. Very, very, very thin, green skin, not scaled, just green skinned, with hair that rises up sharply into spikes from their heads. They are wearing various pieces of armor, plate armor, and carrying very long, heavy-looking swords. Among them, you see a fair amount of large creatures, including some that look like toads walking on their hind feet, and they're big. Varin will lean over and bump your elbow. Adran, to our northwest. Directing your attention through a gap in the dunes, we can see a camp. Various tents set up on the ground. People, humans, and beasts. That's where the trail was leading. I'd bet my longbow on it.
Yes. But what about that other group just south of the other?
As you point out, their position to Varin, you'll note that one group moves behind the dune, out of sight, and the other group heads around the structure, also out of our sight. Oh, excuse me. Varin, having glimpsed only briefly, is going to use one more spell slot for Primeval Awareness. So this is currently day. This is like middle of the day. So we can actually see more of the map, but it's all hazy. It's not something that we can actually fully distinguish. And I'm going to put an aura on this token to indicate the range of Primeval Awareness on this map.
Yep.
Once I get there we go. And you should all be able to see an orange aura. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yes.
That is 6 miles on this map. So Varin grits his teeth and releases energy, opening his senses, and shivers. Uh-oh. I sense aberrations.
Uh-oh.
Now, to be fair, I don't know where they are, just that they're within 6 miles of us. What do you want to do? Adran, you can give me Give me an investigation check. And Thea, you're hearing us describe all this. You can also give me an insight check, and Varin's also going to do insight. Thea, that should have been at normal, so I'll take the 15 instead of 7.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't take it off at a disadvantage.
Not a problem. And insight. Okay. Adran, I mean, there just wasn't much time to catch a whole lot of information through the spyglass before these groups of creatures moved behind the cover of the dunes and around the edge of the building.
Oh, you're putting it lightly. I was actually freaking out that there were toads over there, and that kind of gave me a bit of a flashback from that one time that we dealt with toads.
I don't know of what you speak. So, Thea, you and Varin both have a flash of insight. Whoever these creatures are, they're deliberately avoiding the sand dunes, moving along the easier terrain between dunes. And given the fact that they're splitting up, it's likely that they are searching for something.
That, or maybe they too saw the face in the sand dune like Adran did.
Oh, now you believe me.
Well, I said I didn't know if it was possible, but I didn't doubt that you saw something. I just doubted that you were correct on what it was.
So, Adran, you have a couple of choices here. What do you want to do? Or rather, what do you want us, the party, to do?
Not sure exactly. You said that the tall, thin, green
humanoids
characters were over here.
Yes,
these
they were moving. They were moving with the large creatures, which you saw at least one large creature with 2 heads.
Okay.
And they were also moving with the bipedal, large toad-like creatures.
Yes. And then there was the other group that was over here with humans and other beasts.
Humans, beasts, children. I mean, it's not just humans. There was a crowd of different races, like dragonborn, humans, dwarves. Excuse me.
I kind of want to go here with the green humanoids.
And see what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that is the Christovians that we're supposed to be meeting up with.
I will also add, we have been traveling for 5 hours. A typical traveling day is 8 hours.
Right.
If we try to go more than that 8 hours, we have to start making Constitution saving throws, or take levels of exhaustion.
Right.
So we have 3 hours worth of travel, or 9 miles.
Well, you said that the 6 miles was way out here.
Yes, give or take. I'm feeding you information.
Right. So how about we just move down here to these humanoids? Find out what's going on.
They were splitting up, so we'll only be able to talk with one of them.
Right. Let's talk with this one.
Alright, how do you want us to proceed? Direct route along the easy open area? Or along the sand dunes? You said yes?
The direct easy route.
Okay, you should be able to move the token yourself. Please try and let's see if you can do that. Okay, so that's along the sand dunes, which good thing you've got Varin. One more square would make 1 mile.
So that would be 1 mile.
Okay, so hold that position. So that takes us not very long, and as a result, we're in a good position to. Hang on, where is it? There it is. Sorry. Oh, come on. So they're now within our sight. If you want to look through your spyglass again, you can.
I do.
Okay. Do you also want us to hide where we are on the top of these sand dunes?
Yes.
Alright, everyone can give me a stealth check. Thea, you could take the help action and give Dell advantage on his animal handling check to see if we can get the mules to be quiet.
I'll do that.
Okay. Dell has advantage. Thank you for your stealth check, Adran.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
How good that is.
So that's a 22. Dell's able to control the mules fairly well. And since you're in the cart, Thea, you're basically covered. Stealth check for Varin at normal. Okay, and I'm not using hide in plain sight. Stealth. Okay. That's a pretty good stealth roll. As you glance, and so you crouch down low onto the sand, looking through your spyglass. Fortunately for us, the sun is almost directly overhead, so the flash of light off the spyglass is not, for now, not noticed. The group before you, let me see here. You see the humanoids, the green-skinned humanoids. They are arranged, I'm trying to think of how to actually describe this now. There is, let's see, there are the green-skinned humanoids. There are, let me get there. Come on. There are 6 of them in total. Or, sorry, 7. 7 of them in total. 6 of them are walking in the back of their group. The 7th is sitting astride the broad back of a giant black ape, its knuckles crunching along the sandy soil. Next to the ape is a hulking, blue-skinned, toadish creature that is on the same scale as the 2-headed Etten behind it. The blue, toadish creature walking on its hind legs in a very simian style. It's walking on its hind legs, but using its knuckles to do so as well, with very large claws protruding from its foreknuckles. On the other side of the crowd is a half ogre dragging a massive stone club behind him. You can give me an investigation check, sir.
Alright.
It's not a stone club, sorry, he's carrying a battle axe, my bad. Okay. The creatures you're seeing are moving at a slow pace, stealthily, and they're clearly searching. They are also not, aside from the half ogre and the Etten and the giant ape, the green-skinned creatures and the blue-skinned toad thing, they're not of this world.
Okay.
Varin was going to bring down his spyglass, handing it back to you, Thea. You notice that there's almost every single time you loan it to Varin, it always seems to come back to you with more scratches and dents in its casing, even when Varin's not moving.
He's just rough on things.
Very. Let me do this real quick. Insight. There it is. Okay. Varin looks at you, Adran. They're on a hunt. And
Yeah,
not
but
normal.
for what?
Well,
No, they look a little abnormal.
There's a camp over there with people who look like the last Crusovian tribe and children. And then there are these people who are working with monsters as they hunt through the wilds. I'm not a very smart elf, Adran, but I recognize monsters on the hunt for innocent flesh when I see them.
Are any of them because Varin, you said you've had sensed something. Are they any of them?
I sense aberrations. Adran, you can give me an investigation check.
All right.
Based on what you've seen, the green-skinned humanoids are not likely to be aberrations. They look like, well, most humanoids, aside from the green skin and the vertical hair, and the very arcane-looking runes carved in their armor. That blue hulking toad thing on its hind legs, walking like a gorilla, that's very aberrant.
I wonder if that's your aberration.
How do you want to handle this?
Let's go in and, well, say hi if they see us, but if they don't, let's just kind of watch from afar.
Alright, so go in and stay from afar? How do you handle that?
Okay, I think he wants us to follow them stealthily, and if they look like they're going to cause trouble, we'll cause trouble first, or if they see us, then we'll attack.
We won't fire unless fired upon, basically.
So are you suggesting that we go directly towards them?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Let's check to see if they're hostile.
Alright, so let's... so you're wanting to approach them openly then?
Yes.
Okay, so it took us 20 minutes to get where we are. I'm going to move us, if that's okay.
Yep.
20 minutes to get to there. So we've been traveling for 40 minutes. They have been traveling... Okay, yeah. So we intercept them, basically. So we aren't trying to approach stealthily, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then let's move to a new map. So we are approaching... so that was our big movement area type map. Here we are going to do more of a... Hang on. I forgot to turn on the dynamic lighting. This is going to be the local area map. So it's going to be a little bit more detailed. We're approaching from the west as they're curving their way through the dunes. So let me get our character tokens up here. There we go. Thía, there you are. Getting our character tokens on, and then we can arrange ourselves as necessary and preferred. And Dell still has an inspiration point, as indicated by the little marker I left on him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and get our mules out here. We are no longer suffering sight rot. Okay, Thía, you're in the cart, yes, with Dell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's that for you. Adran, are you going to be walking in front with Varin?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see if I can put you right about there. How's that for you, Thía?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Varin is looking decidedly uneasy. He does not like this, the fact that you're wanting to do this on a friendly approach, or open approach rather. And you notice that Varin is constantly looking at the dunes, looking for probably a place to hide. Whether you okay it or not. Do you want to try and make Varin stay here with the group or not?
There's not really a whole lot to see out here.
There are several dunes about us, hills of sand, cacti. Ahead of us, there's a rock plateau that rises to about 15 feet from the desert floor. There's a heavy tromping of boots from the other side. Or feet, rather.
Varin, is there a particular place you'd like to go and hide or stand lookout?
Yeah.
That, and we might not want to have Dell in the cart easily reachable by them.
Varen's going to glance at you, Adran. Do I sense that you're not now changing your mind about approaching openly?
Wasn't my idea to approach openly.
Well, I said, did I say Thea or did I say Adran?
I think you said Thea, not Adran.
I beg your pardon, Thea. I meant to direct that comment at Adran. My bad.
Oh, that's cool.
Adran, I look at you. Do I sense that you're changing your mind about an open approach?
No, I'll still be in an open approach. If you feel more comfortable hiding, I don't mind.
Let me put it this way. Varin casts Longstrider on himself, and next thing you know, is on top of a dune.
You know what?
I feel as if I should be casting Longstrider on myself as well.
Thea's gonna cast Longstrider on the mules.
Oh yeah, using your ring of
she has a second.
Soaring.
Yeah, she has a second level slot, so.
Okay. There is enough time for the moment to do that. Adran, roll me a d6.
There is enough time, or there isn't?
There's enough time for you to cast to use an action to cast a spell, or and I'm going to roll to see if I'm having you roll to see if we have enough time for one extra action before we come into sight of each other.
Okay, so what did you want me to roll?
Roll me 1d6. Okay, you do have enough time to cast a spell and take one more action. What do you want to do?
Okay.
Well, I want to pull out my Sanguine nonetheless.
Well, that's interaction.
Yep.
Do you cast Longstrider on yourself, sir?
I do cast Longstrider on myself.
Okay, and Thea, you cast Longstrider on the mules?
Yeah, and I think she'll just get out of the cart.
They'll calmly take the reins.
Well, I thought he was steering the reins to begin with. She can't.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're right.
Her sight's very blurry.
Valid. All right, so you're sliding out of the cart. Wrong button. And where are you going after you've bestowed speed upon the mules?
She's gonna hide in one of the dunes. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Position yourself, and I assume you're going to take your extra action to hide.
Yep.
Okay, Varen's also going to hide. Adran, you use one action to cast Longstrider on yourself. What do you want to do with your second action? Wow, I'm rolling high tonight. Good grief. Del glances over at you. Are we still approaching?
Don't really plan on doing anything for my second action.
Okay. Okay, then let me get these guys. Get them right about here. And as a quick reminder, sand is considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
Stone and the grassy areas are not.
Is the grass high grass?
It is not. It is very short, spiky, stubby grass.
Okay, doke.
You'll be able to take hide actions, or bonus actions, while you're if you find ways to mask yourself with the sand, like you lay down and wriggle into it, kind of a thing. You can use it to cover yourself and hide that way.
Okay.
There we go. Around the western corner of that stony plateau, Adran, you see a hulking beast striding across the ground, its black, shiny, dusty fur rippling in synchronous movement with its body. Its tusked mouth drooling and panting in the heat. On its back sits a very tall, It should not be that a humanoid creature of that size should be that thin. It almost looks like this person's never even eaten. And yet they sit there tall, strong, wearing plate armor with a great silver sword spread across their knees. Upon glimpsing you, because you're not trying to hide, so he glimpses you, sees the mules and Dell. Let me check something real quick. And lifts its great sword, pointing its curved edge at you, bellowing a command in an alien tongue. Roll for initiative. Nice! Crit success for Thía. 7 for Adran.
That sucks.
And I'll take care of Dell. The mules, for the purposes of this, are essentially controlled mount, as is the giant ape for the moment. However, I just looked at their passive perceptions, and they have advantage on their passive perceptions thanks to the fact that they've been traveling stealthily, or at a slow pace. Varin's stealth check beat all of their passive perceptions. So for the first round, every single member of their party is surprised.
Cool.
Thía, you that figure seated on the gorilla, on the ape's back, did glimpse you.
With a 23?
That's no, your stealth check was 16.
Yeah, but I can't roll lower than a 23.
You're right. 20. Thank you for reminding me. 23. Let me double check that. Goodness gracious, I completely forgot about that ability. Nope, no one noticed you, Thía, either.
Cool.
Thank you for calling that out. Bad DM.
Yeah, no problem.
Dadgum.
Well, it's also the most recent thing that she got as a rogue, so...
True. Alright, let's sort this. Alright. Top of the order. Thía. You hear an alien tongue, but a very hostile tone. What would you like to do?
She's...
You do have disadvantage on any attack rolls with dexterity.
Right,
You also
so
have
I think
advantage. But you also have advantage because you were hidden.
Right. I think what I'm gonna do is have her take one of her Dalek beans, and because that's an action.
Yes. Now, a Dalek bean is not a magical item, so you can use fast hands to eat one if you want.
Okay. Well, might as well try.
You're going to attack.
So, yeah.
I believe you have 120 foot normal range with the sling thanks to sharpshooter.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and try the sling.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
Let's see. This is the one that's on the ape-like creature, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and try for him.
Go for it. the fellow seated on the ape. A 13. The stone pings off the blade, but not with a metallic sound. It's stone hitting something, but it isn't steel.
In fact,
Okay.
it sounded a little high pitch in my mind.
She's just gonna now stealth and roll over to
You
somewhere
used
else.
your bonus action to take a Darlic Beam.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, although that's a fantastic stealth roll, I apologize. You can't use it.
No, screw you. It is what it is. I did what I did.
You did what you did.
I'm still gonna roll like there.
Excellent. Very well. In which case, it is Varin's turn. So let's see. How far away are they? And what is my range on sling? 120 feet maximum, but with disadvantage. I should have looked at the normal range. Durr.
Dirt.
30 feet normal range. Yeah, they're all outside my normal range. Bummer. Varin slides down the hill, rushes to this point, and all of a sudden they're all within much greater range. Let's see, 25, 20, 30.
Are they within a volley range?
They are within a normal volley range. So I will get volley out with my sling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna say that the guy sitting on the ape is outside. Oh gosh, no, he's actually right on the edge, isn't he?
Looks like it to me.
Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures that Varin's going to target with his sling. Which, as I think about this, means I have 20 shots for my sling. So I'm going to go to half my ammunition in one turn. This should be fun. Well, there's at least one crit in there. I'm going to send the crit at the guy riding the ape. Okie dokie. Please bear with me all for one moment while I figure out who gets hit.
Bearing.
23 to hit for my first attack hits the giant two-headed guy in the back for 8 damage. 15 against the ogre-like creature hits for 6 damage. 16 slaps against the side of one of those green-skinned guy's head, a glancing blow for half damage of 3. 30 to hit. Goodness, hits the next guy in line for a full 8 damage.
Ooh.
23 to hit, hits the next guy in line for 6 damage. 20 to hit that guy for 8. Crit to the guy on the giant ape's back, so that's 12. A nat 1 against the guy who's almost directly opposite me from the giant ape. 15 misses the next guy in line complete. No, wait, hold on. 15 goes against the ape for 9 damage. And 17 manages just barely to hit the last guy for 7 damage. So 10 attacks and 1 miss. I moved 30 feet. I have 15 feet remaining. There we go. And I should take away 10 shots from my sling before I forget. There we go.
Well done.
Alright. And then that guy is surprised. If I can get this thing to work. Surprised. Surprised. Dell. All things considered, let's see. Is now a good time to use a spell, or is now a good time to not be close? Yeah, he's gonna not cast a spell yet, since he's not sure exactly what all is gonna happen here. But he is going to take the mules and move them around the dune a little bit to get out of this area. 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, dashing. There. Good luck, Adran! Surprised, 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 surprised. Adran, it's now your turn. Down near the... Wow. What would you like to do, sir?
Well, since I already pulled my sword out,
Indeed.
I'm going to use my bonus action to ignite it.
And what are you igniting it with, sir?
I believe I'm going to be igniting it with fire.
Very well. Burn a spell slot. And that's your bonus action.
Yep.
Now, what would you like to do with your action, sir?
Well, first off, I need to move forward. I'm in normal terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. 30, 40 feet. That puts me right in front of the big gorilla.
Nice.
And that is all I can move.
Yep.
But I need to still use my action.
Indeed.
Well, I will attack the big beast.
Go for it. I imagine 3 times.
3 times indeed.
And I totally forgot to take volley out of the way. My apologies. A 28 is for sure a hit. For 6 burning damage. It roars in pain and fear. 11 is a glancing blow for 6.
Yep.
You rolled a 2 and got a glancing blow. And a nat 1 is the only way you'll miss, basically.
Yeah.
Your third and final stab slips a little to the side as it hops away from the burning point. Anything else for you, sir?
Well, I didn't necessarily like how that turned out. But I will take it as what it is.
Very well. In that case, surprised and surprised. Top of the round to Thía.
Good luck. Let's see. Jeez. It'll be at disadvantage.
You could bonus action hide and then attack.
Actually, what I think I might do
Okay.
is right here's a plateau, right?
Yes. 15 feet from where you, basically from the base to the top, 15 feet.
So it'll take 45 movement from me to get to the top.
Really? 20 and then 15.
Sorry, was
25.
off by 5.
25 plus 15, 30, and 10.
So I was off by 5.
40. Yeah. But you'd be on top with 5
Okay,
feet of movement
that's what
left.
she's doing.
Okay. Using that second-hand story work, you clamber up with spider-like speed.
And
You have 5 feet remaining, your bonus and your action. Currently from where you are, the giant ape is its head is about level with the floor of the plateau.
Oh, nice.
And the rider on it is like he's sitting, and it looks like he would be in the same, like if he were sitting, his height is such that he could be just as well sitting on the stone plateau with you.
Convenient.
Right?
Very.
What would you like to do? Ow.
Can it be argued that the ape is large enough that I shouldn't get disadvantage? I'm just joking.
I was actually trying to think of how to answer that. Well, thank you for adding just joking.
Okay. I might as well try to hit at least one of them. I'll try to get the rider again.
Okay. Unfortunately, you are attacking at disadvantage.
Right.
So at 12, he sees your sudden appearance on the top of this plateau. He sees your hand dart to your sling and launch a stone, and he ducks down low. The stone passes harmlessly overhead. But you see a puff of sand from the dune on the other side.
Okay, that's fine. There's nowhere really to hide, so I think I'll just...
You could climb down 5 feet, be below the edge of the plateau, and then bonus action hide.
Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and do that.
That would break line of sight. And yeah, so you can do that. So
I
that's
got
gonna
a
be 23. I remember this time.
Yeah.
So go ahead and choose either of those 3 squares right next to you. And you're basically hanging on the edge of the plateau. Your feet are 10 feet off the ground. Make sense?
Fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Varin's turn. Well, Adran's right there, and all those people are about to move towards him, I'm pretty darn sure. I could volley, but then I'd be out of ammunition. With my sling, at least. Or I could use a different ammunition I have. Adran, watch your step.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it right there. As Varin touches the pouch on his belt that holds several sharpened sticks and casts Spike Growth. My old friend.
I can actually see a little shining and shimmering in the ground, only because I've seen this many times before.
Then Adran's going to climb up onto the dune.
You mean Varin?
Yeah, sorry. Again, that. My goodness.
I kind of want to climb up onto the big gorilla, but I don't know.
40. And that's where Varin is going to end his turn. There, I got there. Adran, I hope you're ready to roll some d4s.
I am.
Alright, let's see who's about to move and take some massive damage. Because of the size of this giant ape, actually, that's something to look up. Moving through another creature's space. Moving around other creatures. You move through a non-hostile creature's space. Contrast. You can move through a hostile creature's space only if the creature is at least 2 sizes larger. Okay. So he won't be able to stay where the giant ape is, but he is going to dart between the hairy legs. 1, then this is difficult terrain, so that's 10, 20. Oh, that means he won't be able to do that, so hang on. Because he has to treat... Oh wait, it's still difficult terrain, my bad. 10, 20, 30. That was 3 squares. Please roll me 64. This is the one that Varin missed earlier. But I don't miss him this time as he takes 14 damage. I guess when the ground is your weapon, it's awfully hard to miss a target.
Yeah.
However, he is still going to... This creature calls back in an alien tongue to his companions, and then lifts his sword against you, sir. It is a great sword. Come on. I know I hit the button.
Delay. That's a lot of dice.
There we go. Now it rolls. I get a 12. Okay, hold on. I get a 12 and a 15.
Neither. I'm at a level 25.
You mean AC 25? You're at a level 11.
Yeah, my AC is at a level of 25.
Alright, next guy.
West.
You know me. 5, 10. No, 10, 20. 30. He is basically compressing himself into this space. He doesn't have enough room to reach you, so he's going to dash. Please roll me 6d4, sir.
Rolling.
He's going to take 15 from that.
Nice.
He used his action to dash and cannot do anything more. Where's this guy? Oh, okay. The figure sitting astride the giant ape stands up. He's basically dismounting, so it costs him half his movement. Let's see. He's doing his. Can he do his thing? A long jump? Let me check real quick. Okay. Jumps off the back of the giant ape onto the stone plateau. That was all of his movement. So he's going to dash. Thea, there is a very thin, green-skinned person glaring down at you.
Hi.
That's it for him. Dell is feeling fairly safe. I hope everything's going alright. And Varin just yells back, "Stay out of sight, little one."
Where, Peachy?
Thea, you're just staring up at this heavily armored figure with with one hand on the edge of the stone ledge, and you're like, "Where, Peachy?" Alright, this guy. 10, 20, 30, dash, 10, 20. So roll me 10d4, please.
10d4. My goodness. Here we go.
20, 30, 10, 20, 30. Okay, so he's actually back one more. Sorry about that. Oh goodness, watch that health bar. Oh. Watch that health bar. Blood spurts from his body and he's just like, oh! And that's as far as you can get with dash.
Not sure what that was, but I think it hurt.
It seemed rude. This guy, he uses his action, and let's see, check. Right, okay. So is this guy here? Okay. He's going to make a standing long jump. To the side, landing in the sand. Please roll me 2d4 as he's still within the reach of spike growth.
Not gonna be much, but
He takes 5 points of damage for landing in the ground on this ground.
that's definitely better. Better than I thought.
And then he's going to use the remainder of his movement to jump again, but can only get to there. Please roll me another 2d4.
Here we go, here we go.
You take 7 points from that.
Even better.
And then the big blue toad-like being. 10. 20. I should probably zoom in, so I can actually see the scale here. 10, 20. There it is, okay. And he's going to jump. Uh, 20, 28. Basically, he jumps over the heads of these two green-skinned figures and lands here. 1, 2, 3. Please roll me 6d4, sir.
Rolling.
17 damage, but did manage to get all the way to here. And is going to turn, look down at you, sir, and is going to bite at you with its big flopping mouth.
Oh, please, no.
Getting a 14. There's no teeth inside the mouth.
Still, toad. Big mouth.
But you hear teeth scraping across your shield. And then its claws come around to swing at you from either side.
Yeah.
Getting a 19 and a 16.
I'm not in the mood to tango.
You spot its blood dripping from its wounded feet. It's bleeding ink.
Well, that's intriguing. I'm gonna have to grab some of that later.
Where's this guy? Here he is. He's going to jump. Please roll me 2d4.
Dos. D4.
He takes 5 damage as he lands. Ouch. And then he's going to, let's see. Just move around there, and yeah, that's as far as he goes. The two-headed Etten raises its two weapons, bellowing in one head at the other, and is going to rush forward around the giant dude. 10, 20, 30. Please roll me 64, sir. Takes 13 damage, and is going to use his action to dash and make a clumsy, ungainly leap. What is its strength? Hang on. Yeah. He lands here. And then is going to 5, 10, move towards Varin. And I need to actually put his health bar up. I just realized it's not showing up on my screen.
Neither is mine.
Your health bar? No, I can see your health bar.
No. I meant his.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I can't see it on my screen either.
Speaking of yours, it's your turn, Adran.
Cool. I've been wanting to do something for the longest time, and now I have an opportunity to.
And what... Excuse me, what would that be?
I want to ride the beast.
Okay, so your hands are both full. One with a shield, one with a weapon.
Yeah.
So give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
It's going to try and dex against your... do acrobatics against your acrobatics.
Yes!
It fails. You run up its massively muscular arm, and you reach its shoulder, but that is going to trigger 3 attacks of opportunity, sir.
Okay.
So here come from the first 2. An 18 and a 16.
Nope.
And from the other creature, an 11.
Nope.
Alright, you are, let's see. That took all of your movement, but you are standing on the shoulder of the giant ape.
Nice.
What would you like to do with your action? And, yeah, action, sir. That took 30 feet of movement. So, I'm sorry, that took 30 feet of your movement, so you still have 10 feet of movement.
Alright.
But but you can basically move 1 square on this creature's back.
Okay. Well, I wanted to... Gosh, you know what? Maybe I should have done that first before jumping onto the ape. Gosh, I didn't think about that.
And what is that, sir?
I was actually going to use Gust of Wind and blow these guys away, but I forgot to do that.
Whoops. Now,
Yeah.
you could cast one of your other spells, like Melf's Acid Arrow, or do you have Shatter still?
I do have Shatter, which I was actually planning on doing that next. Now that I realized I have Shatter and I can't do Gust of Wind.
Right.
So let me just bring up Shatter real quick because I can't remember everything that happens in that one.
No worries. Just put it in the chat, would you? Excellent,
Yeah.
sir. Okay. The range is 60 feet. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere must make a Constitution saving throw. So let me put out 10-foot radius.
Okay.
1 second. So it's a 10-foot radius, but this giant ape is like 15 feet tall. So you could actually cast this so that it hits the ape, but doesn't affect you because you're 15 feet in the air basically.
Yeah.
Do you see that circle?
Okay. Yeah.
And the ape would have disadvantage on its con saving throw. Everyone else would be rolling at normal.
Okay.
How's that look to you, sir?
That looks good.
Burn the second level spell slot?
Yeah, 2nd level spell slot.
Or do you want to use a 3rd level and cast it and cast it for more damage?
I don't have a 3rd level yet.
You don't have a 3rd level?
No, I just have 2nd level.
My bad. You are correct. Alright, so
I wish I had a 3rd level. That would be nice.
Let's do the giant ape first at disadvantage.
Alright.
Well, he still beats your DC, but so he's going to take half damage.
Okay.
Then the blue toad creature at normal. Well, that's a fail.
Haha.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get rid of that real quick. Saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fails and 2 successes.
Okay.
Alright, Adran, please roll me the damage for Shatter, which is 3d8 thunder.
Okay. Do I actually have that on my core sheet?
I don't think so, so you can just manually roll 3d8.
Oh wait, I do actually do.
You do have it. My bad.
My bad too. Here we go. Is it rolling?
I don't see it yet.
Do I need to actually roll on the 3?
Oh, you might. No, you. Well, go ahead and try that. But basically, you hit the word shatter, and you probably have a little pop-up window saying, "What level do you want to cast the spell at?"
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
Just go ahead and say it's 2nd level. It's not going to affect your spell slots.
second level, submit.
Perfect. Alright, so the ape succeeded and takes half, so 4 damage.
Okay.
Let's say this guy takes full damage. This guy takes full damage. This guy takes full damage. This guy takes half because he succeeded. Interestingly, Adran, that toad creature, its skin ripples oddly in the concussive blast of sound.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it wasn't terribly all that affected, despite having failed the saving throw. So that was your movement and your action. Anything else for you, sir?
Well, let's see. Now I'm gonna move to the middle of the ape.
Okay.
So that was 1 square.
Indeed. Well done, sir.
Yes.
And you finally used your feature. What's it called again? War magic?
Warcaster?
No, Eldritch Strike.
Or
you made your
yes,
weapon strike
Eldritch
undercut
Strike.
a creature's resistance.
Mhm.
You finally used it! Alright, next up, the Ogre Ogre creature. Oh, blah blah blah. Ogre creature. I got there. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30 with a dash. So that is 6 times 2. Please roll me 12 d4.
Alright.
This is gonna be painful. As it raises.
Wow.
Yes, 12 d4.
Oh boy.
2
Here we
d4
go.
per square moved. Or 5 feet moved, excuse me.
Oh my gosh.
Let me double check that. Now I'm confused. Spike growth. 2d4 for every 5 feet traveled. Yeah, okay. I was right. Yay. So the creature raises its humongous battle axe high overhead, bellows its challenge, rushes around its companions, and falls over. As it takes 28 piercing damage and dies.
That was very anticlimactic.
And you just hear Varin howling with laughter. Top of the round, Thía, you have a sling in one hand. Your other hand is holding onto the edge of this stone plateau. You're dangling by your hand, and right above you is this heavily armored, green-skinned creature. What would you like to do? If you say go invisible, I'm gonna choke. Are you there? Did we lose her?
Going invisible is an idea, but I don't know that she feels that that's necessary at the moment.
Fair enough.
She can just, like, climb 5 feet over and then come up.
Yes, that will trigger an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, so 5 feet, another 5 feet, and then up. Because if I go around him, technically I'm still within his reach.
Excellent, yes. And what would you like to do now that you're on the level with him?
You could try talking to him.
I don't think we can get past the language barrier problem we have. Just as a minimum problem. I think I'll dodge.
Okay. Alright, so any attack against you is with disadvantage.
Yep.
Alright, in which case we move to Varin. I got the name right, haha. Let's see, deal with the creature approaching me, or hammer at the ones menacing you. Well, you know, I don't often get the chance to volley. And they're all standing, you know, so well grouped.
They are.
They're practically asking for it.
I will put it right here. That's gonna hit the ape, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the blue skin toad thingy.
A horny
so 1,
toad.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. What?
Never
What,
mind.
Okay.
I don't think he has horns.
Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Want to make sure I got all my attacks out there. Okay. The 13 is going to go against the giant ape you're riding, sir. There's a burst of fur as Varin's stone slaps against its ear for 7 damage. The 28
That sounded like it hurt.
is going to hit. Yeah, this guy behind the blue skin toad, and I'm going to put Colossus Slayer on that. So 8 and Colossus Slayer. Pardon me. Become. Oh gosh.
Bye bye.
8 and 2 is 10 plus 5, 15 damage. As you say bye bye, as the stone slaps him right between the eyes for 15 damage. And there's a very audible crack. Alright, so that was, let's see. 1, 2, okay. So now the 16 is going to go and slap into this creature, this blue toad creature, for 6 damage. And then the 20, 20, and 21, okay. The 20 is going to hit. Come on. This other guy behind the blue creature. There we go. And then 9 damage to this guy. And 9 damage to this guy. And that's all my attacks. So I will move volley out of the way. And then, well, there's a big guy coming towards me, and I kind of want to hold Spike Growth a little while longer. So I'm going to run. Hey, left head! He went that way! Right head! He's behind you! Alright, so who's up next? Okay. Did I not roll for the giant ape? Huh. The giant ape's initiative is missing. I'm going to roll real quickly for the giant ape's initiative, so give me 1 second, everyone.
I was going to say last round, I was waiting for him to make his turn.
Right? Okay, so let's get him on the board proper. There we go. Alright, so this warrior, he's going to, let's see. He's going to also attempt to clamber up the arm, the burly arm of the giant ape. So let's see, heroism skills. Okay, 21. Giant ape, trying to dodge away, gets a 12. So the creature, and this fellow, oh, hang on. There we go. He is now basically adjacent to you on the giant ape's shoulder, kind of balancing there. And he's going to bring around his greatsword.
Oh boy.
Getting a 13 and a 6 against you.
Nope, sorry.
It is now the giant ape's turn. Sorry, what?
I said, nope, ain't happening.
It's going to stand up onto its hind legs in a furious posture of aggression. Adran and the warrior can both give me dexterity saving throws to see if they can manage to stay on its back by grabbing. Actually, Adran, you don't have any hands free to hold on with.
So I need to back off or jump off?
You're kind of going to just tumble off. So you're still
Okay.
going to give me a dexterity saving throw, and it's going to see how well you land and whether or not you land on top of the person below you.
Okay.
So give me a dexterity saving throw for you, sir. I accidentally rolled twice. Not sure how that happened. So the warrior is actually going to reach out and grab hold of the fur with one desperate hand. Adran, do you want to land on the person below you?
Yes.
Alright, you are both going to take a d6 of bludgeoning damage. So let's see. You each take 4 damage from the impact.
Okay.
And you land, okay, so you took damage, so you are going to land prone. Please roll me 2d4.
Okay.
I took care of adding, oh wait, hold on. What am I doing? Okay, so you're actually going to take a total of 11 points as you land in the area of spike growth, sir.
Oh, okay.
Did you take a garlic bean earlier? Or did you not?
No, I was given aid.
Right. Okay, so you take, like I said, 11 points of damage.
Oh.
Sorry, I was double checking something. And which side do you want to land on, left or right?
Right.
So here? Or do you mean here?
There.
Okay, my bad. So you are prone. So I'll put a token on you to mark that. The giant ape is going to. There, you're now prone. Let's see. Wisdom saving throw for him. At the moment, he doesn't seem particularly interested in you so much as he is with the warrior who's yanking on his fur. So he's going to make a fist attack at disadvantage against his unwelcome rider. Oh no. He reaches around, grabs hold of the warrior's leg, brings the warrior up, and smashes him into the ground in the area of spike growth for 28 bludgeoning damage. There's a big spray of blood and bone. He's dead. Very, very dead. And then the ape is going to kick at you with annoyance, sir.
Oh.
Like, how dare you be on my back? So this is going to be at advantage. Because you're prone. I get a 19.
I'm still at a 25, so no.
So you just bring your shield up and you watch as the edges of your shield scrape into the ground from the force of the kick.
That's gonna be sore in the morning.
And then yeah, he's going to just kind of like snort at all of you and start leaving. Please roll me, because you can only go. Wait. 64, please, sir. $16 damage from spike growth. As it just walks on the body and just hammer into the ground. It's very, very mushy. Well, he's gonna go after me at this point because he doesn't want to mess with that 8. So it goes to there and dash. Okay. Thía, the fellow in front of you is going to spin around, both hands to its great sword. And double checking. Yeah. It is going to swing at you twice, but with disadvantage because you are dodging. Good call.
Correct.
I get an 11 and a 15.
Neither of those hit.
You duck and dodge, and you see this. It looks like metal, but it doesn't sound like metal as it cuts a deep gash into the stone near your feet. Alright, and Dell is going to stay where he is, as he's been told to do. This guy is going to disengage and jump to here, and then start rushing towards Varin. Adran, the toadish creature, garbles and gabbles and blathers and bothers, and whispers into your head, "Would you like tea to drink with that blood you've spilled?"
Wait, I can hear him?
Its thoughts echo in your mind, not audibly, but mentally.
Ugh. Get out of my head, whoever you are.
10. It's going to take 2d4 and then jump. 20, 2d4. Please roll me 4d4, sir. It takes a total of 9 damage. It looks down at you with curious, bugged out blue eyes, and you hear in its mind, and you hear in your mind, shiny. Does the shell hide tender meat? And it's going to bite down at you with advantage because you're prone.
Oh boy.
I get a 14, and then it brings its claws around. There's two 27s.
Oh, shields up!
Cast shield, burn a spell slot, and add that to your armor class, sir.
Golly. That's insane.
This guy is also going to go after Varin, but taking an action dash. There we go. Alright, and this big guy, let's see. That is 30 feet. Does he have range on me? No, so he's going to dash. Varin's starting to look a little surrounded down there. Adran, you're prone and in the area of spike growth. What would you like to do, sir?
Oh, I'm gonna stand up.
Fair.
I'm no longer prone.
That takes half of your movement, so you have 20 feet remaining.
And then I'm gonna look at the guy right here, who looks as if he barely has got anything, like barely been hit or whatever, but I'm gonna take 3 attacks at him.
Alright.
With my penguin nonetheless.
Go for it. .24 is going to hit for 11 fire damage. 21 is also going to hit for another. Oh wait, are you targeting the same one?
Same one.
For another 8 damage. Your burning blade poking holes through his seemingly metallic armor. And 11 goes wide as he finally brings his sword around and deflects you. Anything else for you, Adran?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn my action surge.
Oh dear. Alright, do it.
And then I'm gonna turn my focus to the blue toad that keeps on trying to bite me.
Go for it.
Here's one.
That is a solid hit, and it just kind of like laughs down at you as your burning blade barely makes a scratch.
Well, still, I'm gonna attack him again.
Go for it. That'll hit, but again, not quite as efficiently as you would have wanted.
Oh boy. But I attack him one more time.
And that one misses. You burn the stone at its feet, and it gibbers into your mind. That tickles, like lice in the teeth. Anything else for you, sir?
Well, let's see. I really want to use my action bonus for a
You mean your
second
bonus
one,
action?
but I think I'll. What?
You mean bonus action?
What
Not
did
your
I say? Action bonus?
Action bonus.
Wow, I'm tired.
Valid. Continue.
I want to take my bonus action for that, but I think I'm going to hold on that for a while.
Very well. Bear in mind that if on your next turn, if you cast a spell that requires a saving throw, both the blue toad creature and this green-skinned warrior will have disadvantage.
So what type of spell can I possibly
To take advantage
use, like-
to take advantage of that, any spell that requires a saving throw, so gust of wind
Oh,
or shatter or so on and so forth.
okay.
Did you want to move anywhere?
It's gonna trigger an attack of opportunity, but you know what? I'm still gonna get hit hard with spike growth.
True.
I think I'm just gonna remain here.
Very well. The warrior that you just stabbed 3 times with fire spits blood on the ground and brings his great sword. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to bring his great sword against you twice. Getting a 21 and a 23, but your armor class is still 25.
25.
That's gotta feel good.
Oh yeah, those were good solid hits, but still, King not able to penetrate.
And then he grins at you and vanishes in a cloud of mist. And reappears 30 feet to the south.
Oh, you whippersnapper. You can teleport.
Thea, it is your turn.
That was Misty Step.
Yep.
Adran.
A spell Adran does have access to, but did not take. Thea, you could... I mean, you have your bonus action and
Right.
fast hands. If
Uh-huh.
you can find something to like throw in this guy's face, you might be able to generate advantage for yourself and then attack.
I have a smoke bomb.
You have a smoke bomb.
I'm just gonna throw it.
Just drop it like right at your feet kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have smoke cloud?
And I'll take one of them out of my inventory.
Alright, and so this will dissipate in 4 rounds. So in round 8 on your turn, smoke cloud goes away. Please write that down for me.
Okay.
So that removes all advantage and disadvantage. Anything else you want to do? You can use your bonus action to activate that, by the way.
Okay.
Adran, you are within the area of the smoke, by the way. It's a 20-foot radius, so it reaches all the way down to the ground.
So I guess I'll get out my sword. I won't be able to do sneak attack, but I could. Well. Yeah, I'll do that.
You can attack the creature right next to you, or you could use your sling and make an attack at normal against that blue-skinned creature. That's
Hey,
right.
this is a
true.
non-smoking section.
You can even move away from that warrior without triggering an attack of opportunity.
That's true. I think I'll go ahead and attack that guy, or the blue
Okay.
guy that
As
Adran
Adran
seems to be
coughs
having
from somewhere on
problems.
the ground below you.
Let's do that.
23 will hit. Gimme sneak attack. Oh yeah, okay, that is 31 points of damage. Ow. Thea, you hear in your mind a screaming, that felt good.
Creepy.
Anything else for you? Yeah.
She'll stealth and move.
You won't be able to stealth because you used your bonus action to activate the smoke cloud.
That's true. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
I'll just go ahead and move then.
Okay.
Move there.
Okay. You can move farther if you want, or you can stay where you are. Because you have 45-foot movement.
35.
Oh yeah, you're right, 35, because you didn't cast Longstrider on yourself.
Correct.
I completely forgot. That's okay. Yeah, you shouldn't have been able to reach the top of the. That's my bad. DM mistake. Continue.
Okay, so. It's 15 feet to the ground, which means it'll be 20 feet. That's too far away to make it all the way to the ground.
15, and you have 20 feet. No, you could make it to the ground. If you start from more or less where you are, let me check.
Because let's see, I used 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to get there.
5, 10, 15, and 20, 35. You would basically get to just on the ground.
Can I get to just about 5 feet above ground and drop?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Alright. Yeah, and it's a short distance you're falling, so you don't need to make any saving throws. Especially since you're landing on stone.
And my acrobatics is at 23
yeah.
minimum.
You're dropping 5 feet. This is not a problem for you.
Right.
Alright, so that's your movement and your turn. It's Varin's turn, I believe. So I'm kind of surrounded.
I feel like that's more of Adran's favorite thing to do, not you.
Not really mine.
Varin thing. Yeah.
But the fun thing is, I still have my sling. And they're all in range of volley. I'm going to target a spot above my head as my target and make 3 attacks. At disadvantage because they're all within 5 feet of me. Sling stones, I'm down to 1 sling stone. Disadvantage. Take it off with disadvantage. 19, 17, 17. Okay. And 7 damage all around. I'm going to put Colossus Slayer on the first attack. Lost. There you are. So that first attack becomes a 10 and kills the guy immediately north of me. The second shot. Oops. Come on. There. Second shot, 17 to hit, 7 damage. That hurts him. Third shot, 17 to hit for another 7 damage. Also hits. So, you know, not a bad roll. I killed one. Yeah. And then Varin's going to run, triggering 2 attacks of opportunity, and put away his longbow, his sling. Hang on.
Oh, wasn't such a bad turn.
So I get all the way to there, thank you Longstrider, and 2 attacks of opportunity. One from the Etten, who's going to swing with his battle axe. Yeah, that hits Varin for 16 damage, which goes into my temporary hit points first, and it becomes 6 damage. And a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to use my advantage on this for an inspiration. And roll again because I forgot to mark advantage. So that's a 12. I maintain concentration on spike growth. And then the other attack of opportunity. is a 12 and misses. So yeah, that was effective. The giant ape is going to move through this area, and in passing is going to alright, so Adran, please roll me 64. He takes 12 damage, roars in pain, and is going to swipe his big fist at you, sir. Twice. Eventually. There it goes. I get a 28 to hit you, sir. Unless you want to cast shield. And you're muted, so I don't know what you're saying.
No, my mouse just doesn't want to roll all the way over there. No, I'll take the 14 damage.
Okie dokie, that hits. Alright, so that was his turn. He cannot dash because he attacked you. The person you just left behind in the smoke cloud, Thea, stumbles around for a moment. You hear the swoosh swoosh as he's like trying to like use his sword as a finding stick. Let's see, what is he gonna do? Yeah. 5. Gonna use action to dash. So 5 and 30 becomes 35. 35, 40, and 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. So that was his turn. He's gonna go here. Adran. A slithering, burping, croaking voice filters into your mind, intruding on your thoughts. The moon says it is part of your toe! And it's going to bite at you, sir.
Oh boy.
You get a 23.
Nope.
And then claw, and claw.
No.
23 and 18.
Okay, that still misses.
Babbles something in his language. Yes, okay. The Etten roars in fury and is going to give chase to Adran. Dashing to do so.
You mean Varin?
Yes. I do not know what's wrong with me. It's probably because I keep looking at your name, which is right next on the initiative list, and therefore your turn, sir. Adran, you're muted. Oh, I appreciate that. It is your turn. You have the gorilla on one, the big ape on one side, and the toad thing on the other.
Well, I think, let's see. I was looking at it. And what is it? Melf's acid arrow does not need a whiz or like a saving throw or anything, does it?
Correct, it's an attack roll.
Okay. So, no on that one. I think what I am going to do is use Gust of Wind.
Okay.
And I'm just going to remove that spell slot. And I'm going to use it on...
Here's your Gust of Wind
the
token,
gorilla.
sir. On the gorilla?
I'm going to use it on the big ape.
Now, you have not attacked the big ape, so it will be making the saving throw at normal.
Okay.
Or you can target the toad creature, and the toad creature would have disadvantage.
Well, actually, yeah, I take that. I take it back. I definitely want to do against the toad.
Okay. Please put Gust of Wind in the chat when you get the chance.
Basically, looking at that.
Excellent.
Because I think I also wanted to affect these guys as well.
Okay, they'll make the saving throws at normal.
Okay, so let me put Gust of Wind up for you.
See, DC 15, and it's a strength saving throw, so disadvantage, strength. That is a failure. You push it. Let me see here. Its feet are on the ground. You're pushing it along the ground. And Spike Growth does not say that you have to move yourself through, just that you have to moving through a square.
Yes.
So keeping that in mind. You're also going to start shredding the smoke cloud, by the way.
Oh. Sorry, Thea.
10, 15.
15.
Please. Okay, that's out of the area of Spike Growth. Please roll me 4d4.
All right.
It takes an additional 12 damage as your spell drags him through the the plant spines.
The spikes?
Yes. And then 2 more saving throws, but now at normal. Strength. They both fail, and they're pushed 15 feet as well. Crying out in startled surprise. Anything else for you, sir?
Yes, I'm going to use my bonus action of Second Wind.
Ah, probably a good idea. Alright, roll it, sir. That is 15 points to you, sir. And did you want to move anywhere?
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Bearing in mind that you are still in Spike Growth.
Wow, that gets me all the way up there. I love it. I do want to get out of Spike Growth, but gosh, it would be nice to just.
Do you still have message?
Message takes an action to cast, and he already used his action to cast Gust of Wind.
Well, I was just gonna point out that next turn you could message.
That is true. You could message Varin to drop it, and you could also use a much more expedient method of just shouting it.
I could, but I still want to keep it up there and have you still be concentrated on it.
Alternatively, you can take a page from these green-skinned warriors and just jump instead of walk.
Now, how far can I jump? Because I do have Long Strider on.
Your jump distance is determined by your jump length is determined by your strength score. Your strength score is 12, so a standing long jump for you would be 6 feet.
Okay.
So you would land 1 square over, and minus 6 feet from your movement speed. So you would have 34 feet remaining.
I think I'll just run.
Well, let me put it to you this way. You could land here. Oh, sorry. You would land here. Take 2d4, jump, and land here.
Okay.
Rather than
2d4
walking
for all of
through
those.
and taking 64. So 2d4 or 64?
I'll take 2d4.
Alright, you jump twice. I need to check something. Is it difficult terrain? Because if it's difficult terrain, you'll make a dexterity saving throw as you land. Yes, okay, so that first jump, I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
Alright.
That is a fail. You land prone on your first jump.
Ow.
And take 2d4, which I'll roll for you.
Alright.
And I need a Constitution saving throw from you with advantage as you take 4 damage.
Now, do I get my advantage on Constitution saving throws?
Yeah,
or no?
I said with advantage.
Oh, okay. There we go, Constitution. Jeez.
That is a success. You maintain concentration.
Nice.
So you jumped 6 feet. So for simplicity's sake, we'll just round it up to 10 feet. You have 30 feet remaining. You can stand up for 20.
Okay, I'll stand up for 20.
Leaving you 10 more feet of movement. So you could jump clear of spike growth's effect right now at this turn.
And then I jump over there. Spike growth.
And that is the full of your movement.
Do I still need to make a dexterity saving throw?
No, because you're now in normal terrain.
Okay.
Excellent. You are now out of the area of spike growth. You used your action, your bonus action. You blew people away from you, and you only took 2d4 instead of 64 of damage.
Now, since a gust of wind also followed along with me,
It is still blowing south of you, but they would have to start. Wait, isn't gust of wind?
these guys have an effect.
No, I made a mistake. It's when they start their turn in the area of the effect.
Oh, okay.
That's my mistake again. So we'll just roll on through.
All right.
All right. Moving up to this guy. He's going to move here. All right, top of the round. Thea, you're immersed within smoke. You can hear the heavy thuds of an immense beast to your west. You can hear the immense sounds of a large creature to your southeast on the other side of the stone plateau. And you hear the slobbering, gibbering noises of something south west of you.
I'm climbing back up the plateau.
Takes 15 feet for you, which leaves you 20 feet of movement. And your action and bonus action still.
She'll just move closer. And... well, it looks like Varin's next to someone. She'll go ahead and attack that guy.
Yeah, you would definitely be able to identify through sound that's going on.
Would it be at disadvantage because I can't see them?
Nope, they can't see you, you can't see them.
Okay.
So normal all around, and sneak attack if you hit. That's a hit. Give me sneak attack. Oh my goodness, another 31. Nice. Watch that health bar. Anything else for you, Thea? You could use your bonus action to hide in the smoke cloud.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, and then she'll just move a little bit.
Okay. Varin has only one sling left in his pouch, and a very big guy right next to him. So Varin is going to pull out his short sword. Oh goodness. Yeah, both those attacks are gonna hit. 15, 24 damage. Varin rips out his short sword, leaps onto the chest of this creature with his boots planted firmly on its chest. Varin slices his sword into both throats, backflips off of it as it tumbles to the ground. You annoy me. Go away.
Golf clap.
That's interesting. Where'd he go? Huh. How'd that happen? Okay. Fixed. Yeah. Yeah! From Adran. Having done that, with his short sword in hand, and sling in hand, Varin's now going to rush back to the southwest, and come within sight of you, sir. Adran, you're looking a little worse for wear. What happened to you?
Oh, had to deal with a little spike growth.
Huh. Maybe you should have said something.
I wanted you to keep it up for the big guy.
Roll me 64, Adran. Varin looks around at the various large creatures. Which big guy has the giant ape take 16 points of damage and then dashes? Roll me 2d4, sir.
Okay, 2d4. Whoop.
Okay, so it takes another 6 damage as it trumps away. Tromps away. God,
Away.
I cannot speak tonight.
That's okay.
Tromps away. Blech. Tomorrow I'm gonna go into the shop and get my tongue replaced. Okay. The heavily armored figure who's barely taken any damage this entire fight. Let's see. What is he going to do? He's going to move to here and ready in action. Alright, this guy. He starts his turn within the area of the winds of your gust of wind, has to make a strength saving throw, yes. For 15 or higher. He gets a nat 1 and is blown across the ground by your wind, sir. You're muted, so I don't know if you say anything.
Hee.
And then this guy moves right next to you, sir. And bites at you. Getting a 25 to hit, unless you want to cast shield.
No. I'll take the 11.
Alright, give me a constitution saving throw.
Right.
Add it with advantage. Because of Warcaster.
Yep.
That is just barely a success. And then he's going to bring his claws around at you. And you are going to take 11 damage. 17 and 14 both miss. You notice that his wounds are... There are mice running up from the ink splotches it left behind of its blood. The mice run up the creature's legs into its wounds, and the wounds start closing.
The heck? Where did the mice come from?
As you wonder that, you notice that the mice are forming out of the creature's own ink blood. It is your turn, sir. What would you like to do? That disturbing piece of knowledge.
I almost want to attack the mice.
Well, it's your turn.
I'm so confused. I'm just gonna swing my sword at this thing.
You can also use your bonus action to aim gust of wind at it.
Oh, trust me. I haven't forgotten about that.
Fair enough. All right, give me your attacks. And 11 is a miss. You're just way too weirded out by all this.
Sorry, focusing.
Okay, that'll hit. And again, the blade just doesn't seem to hurt that much. The mice burst into tiny clouds of ash that reform into butterflies and flit away.
Okay, this thing is just really screwy.
You stab again, and you score another 6 points of fire against it. It opens its mouth and issues out a cry of pain that sounds like a trumpet call. Anything else for you, sir?
Yeah, blow on this. Bonus action.
Redirect gust of
Turn
wind.
my gust of wind at him.
Okay, with this effect, I'm going to say that the cloud of smoke is effectively, I'm going to just move it instead of shrinking it. Thea, you're basically enclosed in like a very small patch of fog or smoke that's going to go away basically come your next turn.
Right.
There's just too much strong wind happening here.
Well, you know, it served its purpose.
Indeed. This guy, where is he? Okay. He's going to rush up to here. And all three of these warriors place their hand on this central one right here. And that triggers his readied action. He starts muttering something in his unusual language, and all four of them blip away. They're just there one moment, gone the next. Thea, it is your turn. It's hard to tell between the wind and the fog cloud, or smoke cloud. Goodness gracious. But it's almost like you could just hear fewer enemies out there. You do hear one. A little over to your west.
Alright, well, I can try hitting him.
You can make me attack at normal. Yeah, that'll hit. Give me sneak attack. You need another 31. Not a 31, but 28 will definitely hit. Or hurt, rather. Alright. Varin, anything else for you, Thea? Bonus action, move.
Yeah, I'll try hiding. And
That's a, what, 23?
23. And move back a bit.
Okay. Adran, you hear Varin howl in sudden rage that his prey got away, and in a pure fit of fury, he snaps out his dagger, closes on over here, and goes on an all-out attack. Good at normal.
Please do.
And Colossal Slayer. 20 and 27 both hit. The 12 does not, so that is 8 and 3 and 6, 14, 17. And Varin's going to drop concentration on spike growth in his fit of fury. So that goes away. Da-da. The giant ape, where are you? It's going to dash away, leaving this whole stupid fight behind. Like, I've had enough of this. Del just kind of calls from over the hill. Is there anything I should know about?
We're doing peachy.
There's fewer bad guys.
The toad creature gives a quiet snort, cries a few tears of what looks like molten lead. An overlong 5-foot tongue slurps out of its mouth, wipes away the tears, and you hear in your head, Adran, there, all over soon.
Doesn't he also have to make a saving thing?
He does. Once I find his character sheet, there it is. Did you hit it? Yeah, you hit him with your. Wait, let me look at your war magic feature, or Eldritch Strike rather. When you hit a creature, Okay, so he's not going to make the saving throw at disadvantage because you're not casting the spell, you're just maintaining it.
Yeah.
Strength saving throw. That is a fail, and he's going to be pushed 15 feet. Alright, so now he's going to step out of that area. Oh! Snacky for the road to death. I like that. Bites at Varin. 16 misses, and then he's going to claw twice. Getting 2 nat 20s.
Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Adran, you hear as both claws rip into Varin's body. You hear and see this. Thea, you don't see or hear anything. Adran, this is going on in your head. Why don't you come along with me? We will have many good times together as you let me in. As Varin takes 20 and then 17 damage. 20 and 17, 37 points total. And Varin screams in pain because that hurt.
Yeah.
Alright. Adran, it is your turn, sir.
I'm gonna drop concentration on Gust of Wind.
Okay. And by the way, Smoke Cloud is also gone, I forgot. There we go. Alright, sir.
And I'm going to move down here. About 20 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Melf's Acid Arrow on him.
Okay, give me the attack.
Alright. Attack slot is gone.
I mean, spell slot is gone.
Yeah, spell slot is gone.
You should just click on Melf's Acid Arrow.
And
At
now the
second level.
cloud comes up. Second level, submit.
Yeah, that'll hit. You form an arrow of acid, swing your sword, and it launches forth, smacking right into the creature's belly for 12 acid damage. And that definitely hurt. Oh wait, no it didn't. Sorry. Not quite as much as you would have wanted. Anything else for you, sir?
Gosh, I'm not sure. I don't have any other bonus action things, do I?
I don't think so.
Attack, war magic. No, that's not it. Just strike. Nope. I don't have anything else.
Top of the round. Thea.
Wait.
Smoke Cloud.
No.
Wait.
Wait. How much do I have left in
Of what?
movement?
How far did you move? 20?
I only moved
You have-
about 20.
You have 40 feet left.
Oh gosh.
What's in your head?
That's the rest of the movement that I have.
Ah, I
Is
see.
moving over here. I wanted to try flanking him so then I can give Varin the advantage.
That would count as flanking where you are, sir.
Okay, good.
Thea, it is your turn.
Okay.
You did hide earlier,
Right.
which would take away disadvantage from your concussion.
Well, here's hoping he doesn't see me.
And he's definitely within 120 feet of you.
So, here we go.
What was your stealth check earlier? 23?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That is a hit. Give me sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
That is 26, I believe.
Yeah.
Where does this stone hit this creature?
Well, he's facing away from me, so just like in the back of the middle of his head.
There's a sickening crack of bone, followed by the squawk of a bird, and the creature looks down at you, Adran, and you hear in your mind, "Don't worry, your friend will soon be one of me." As he takes 26 damage, flops to the ground, and his body slowly steams into a greenish puddle of water that then pops into a sound of musical trumpets and fades away.
Well, that was very disturbing.
We are out of initiative. Varin drops his weapon to the ground, flops to his knees, and retches. Adran, you can actually see there's something crawling beneath Varin's skin on both arms.
Varin, do you see that going on with your skin there?
It's a little hard to miss. Thea, are you going to rejoin the group?
Yeah.
Okay. You can all give me a medicine check if you want, as Dell's also coming, bringing the cart around.
I don't have it trained.
I'm going to use my inspiration point so I get advantage on it.
Thea, you can give me a medicine check. It will be at disadvantage.
Okay. That's what I figured, because it's going to be sight-based, so...
Exactly. So a 15 and a 19. Yeah, both of you looking at this, Varin, you're not sure with what. But Varin is definitely sick. You can see a bulbous form wriggling under both arms, crawling up towards Varin's shoulders. Varin is most definitely sick with some sort of disease, and probably not a friendly one.
Adran, does Varin need to be quarantined?
Not sure. But Dell, is there anything you can do to help him?
Hold on a moment. He's going to do, let's see. I'm going to do a medicine check while I'm at this. And check what this does. Dell is very dark-skinned, and in this moment he goes very pale. Okay. I can do something. Don't worry. If I weren't here and if I didn't have the staffy feeling, this would be very, very bad. He's going to spend 2 charges to cast Lesser Restoration and Cure Disease on Varin. Staff of Healing. 8 charges remaining for the day. The bulbous, wriggling forms in Varin's arms suddenly flatten, and out of the open wounds pour a darkish purple liquid that sings silvery chimes as it dribbles onto the ground, and then a tiny little mouth appears and says, "Oh, too bad, I wanted to eat all of you, ah!" And it dies.
Okay, this desert is just plain weird.
Does anyone mind if I get a little more sick? That was inside of me! That was it. What was that?
I think that was whatever that thing was. I think it was a masochist.
And it had sweet chimes, which now will haunt me the rest of my days.
So this was our first encounter here. I'm going to move us back to the travel map. We are at the end of our time. So let's see. Let me get there real quick. Varin looks up at you, Adran. I think it's safe to say these creatures are not friendly.
Yeah. Safe to say for sure.
Was that the aberration?
I can't imagine what else it would... Varin takes a moment to just catch his breath and not throw up. So, we have traveled... Let's see. How far did we travel? We've traveled for a total of... Let me see here. 5 hours, 40 minutes. Total. There is another group out there. Do you want to take a short rest for an hour? or do we want to pursue or as early as possible?
I do want to take a short rest for an hour.
Okay. Then we will pick it up at the end of our short. Actually, let's go ahead and roll hit dice for all those who want to, and take away Long Strider as well. And we'll pick up after the short rest next week. So Varin's gonna start rolling some hit dice because ow. 9. Those last 2 hits were brutal. 2 crits in a row. Another 8, so that's 77.
6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2. Wow. Oh, and I should have said as part of the short rest, Varin is going to... Dell, my goodness.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, Adrian, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Sorry. Dell is going to use the short rest to cast Beacon of Hope.
Yeah.
So he has only 1/3 level spell slot remaining. Creatures who heal themselves within the radius automatically regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. So 11 and 11. Hang on a second. 2, 11, no, 2, 8, and 8, 10, 18. Okay, so I was at 61 when we started our short rest. 11 and 11 and 11. 94. Plus 11. Okay, so Varin is up at full health. So all hit dice you roll is going to be treated as maximum. Does that make sense? So you rolled a 6 and a 7. Those are each 11. Does that make sense, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Thea, did you get hit at all?
No,
Nice.
he missed.
Good thing you dodged.
Yep.
Varin's also going to eat another Dalek bean because, whoa! That was unexpected. Okay, so we will... don't forget to reset all of your short rest abilities there, Adran.
Yep.
As well, Adran, you and Varin now both have 97,891 experience points.
Nice.
Thea, you have 91,833, or 883, my bad. And Dell has 26,213 and is level 7.
Nice.
Woohoo! Go Dell.
Our little mascot, he's growing up so fast.
Hmm.
Okay. So we will pick it up next week with another group of enemies to pursue. That shouldn't be any trouble at all.
No, shouldn't
Although, what happened to those green-skinned warriors?
I didn't like how they just simply disappeared out of thin air.
Give me an Arcana check real quick there, Adran.
Arcana.
You've heard of rumors of this type of magic from your great-great-grandfather, Thamior. That was interdimensional travel. They shifted planes.
Huh.
Oh, great.
So they utterly left this plane of existence completely behind.
Cowards, though.
All right, that is it for the night. Thank you both so much for playing, and we will pick this up next week. And I hope you both had fun.
Yeah.
I did.
Excellent. Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Adran, Thía, and Varin take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. Ankheg, Griffon, Ogre, Giant Constrictor Snake. Thank you for watching, and I hope we'll see you again next week.